Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at a deck profile for the Chronicle deck, right? So this is all 2.5 new cards for the most part. There's a couple older ones that we'll look at in just a second. But this is all meant to go all the way up to Alphamon Ouryuken, the newest version of that in BT20. All right, so let's get started. First, we are going to be running 4 of the BT13 Dorymon, in which when attacking, if you have 4 or more Digivolutions, you draw 1 card. We're not going to be adding cards. This deck, the Chronicle version, doesn't add cards to the bottom of the stack. So having like the other Dorymon, as well as the Dorymon, the level 3, won't do so well in this build. So we are going to just go ahead and use that one. Next, we have Ouryumon. This is the newest one, BT20. He digivolves for free onto the NX antibody level 2. When this Digimon would digivolve into a Ginryumon or anything with a Chronicle trait, again, keyword, Chronicle is what you want to have in every card, or as many as you can. Reduce the cost by 1. Plus 2k inheritable. You got to remember that all the ones with red are going to be DP boosting, being very offensive cards. The ones with yellow will be their counterpart. They'll be very defensive situations. And here's, of course, the Dorymon you want to run 4 of. This one gets you plus 2,000 on your opponent's turn. So if you're blocking or redirecting, this DP boost could come in handy. This guy is not typically the one that you want to digivolve into the egg. This is the one that you want to. This is the searcher. On play, you reveal 3, and you may add 1 card with X antibody trait and 1 tamer or option card with a Chronicle trait. So you can actually pick up the traits, the options with this card, which is really nice. That's going to be 2 of the rookies in Chronicle. And then we bring in our 3rd rookie, which is not available in this set, so we have to make up for it. We run 4 of the decoy Ouryumon. The decoy won't come into play that often. It can, of course, but really what we're doing is trying to reveal 3 and add an X antibody trait card and a Yuji. We're going to use Yuji. We're not going to use the other tamer in this deck, so this Ouryumon can pick up any of the tamers that we may or may not run in this. We'll get to it. Next, we run 4 of the Raptor Dramon, BT20 Raptor Dramon. When digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Coda from your hand without paying the cost. So this is strictly going to play the double tamer one, right? So pretty nice to get that for cheap. We're digivolving for 2, and as you can see, it has yellow, so it gives you plus 2,000 DP on your opponent's turn, which is nice defense to have. Its counterpart is Ginryumon, BT20 Ginryumon, as you can see, plus 2,000 DP on your turn. But when attacking, this Digimon may digivolve into his Ryumon or a card with a Chronicle trait in the hand. That's going to come in handy because you do get some abilities that pop off when you're attacking. So digivolving while attacking into Chronicles is going to be a really nice situation to be in. With all these DP boosts, if you have them enough, you may be able to swing higher. But if not, and you still have the Digivolution option, which also boosts you up quite a bit. So 4 of that Ginryu. I run 1 of the old Ginryumon, BT15. The blocker, when digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. If a tamer with the Digipolice trait is in his Digimon's Digivolutions, then Digimon can't unsuspend. So that won't trigger because we're not running any Digipolice. We're just running this because we just need another level 4. These are all the level 4s we have, just the ones from BT20, the Chronicles. And there's only 8. You may find yourself needing a level 4 sometimes. This one's just there just to kind of help you with the numbers, just to get the ratio of the level 4s a little higher, because that's really all we got. The rest are going to be mainly Chronicle cards. Here is the next level 5s. We have BT20's Greymon. On play or when digivolving, you may play 1 Dorymon or Ouryumon from your hand onto your empty breeding area. So this card kind of helps you speed up getting more Digimon onto the board, and that's a really nice thing to have. But it's only going to do that with Dorymon or Ouryumon. And again, we want to have Chronicles kind of working with us a lot. Then, of course, if you are attacking until the end of your opponent's turn, 1 of your Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's effects, and you get plus 5,000. That's a really nice way to swing into your opponent by going into this Greymon. Plus 5k, you're swinging for 12. That's pretty solid DP, and if you have any of the red cards under it, you're swinging for even more than 12. Super solid to chip away at your opponent's security. Next, 4 of the Hisrumon. So these are only level 5s that we're running. However, this one also, if you may play a Dorumon or Ouryumon just like the other one from onto your breeding. But instead, when attacking during if it's during your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn, sorry, one of your Digimon gains security attack +1 and as well as 5,000 DP. So one is protecting you from effects, Digimon effects, and the other one is adding check +1. But both of them are adding 5,000 to your attack. So it's not like you wouldn't want to attack with these level 4s and level 5s. You will do that, and you can do so with a pretty good amount of high DP. Its inheritable is that this Digimon doesn't activate security effects, so if you are attacking with level 6s, you don't trigger anything options with the history, which is really nice to have. On the opposite end, Greymon, like I said, yellow is more defensive. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may change the attack target to this Digimon, so this is going to redirect your opponent's attacks into whatever the level 6 on top of it is. So let's talk about those level 6s. So here's Alphamon. He is the yellow one, so he is more defensive. He has Barrier, just naturally. On player, when digivolving, you recover +1. Then if you are attacking, which your Tamers would help you digivolve when attacking, one of your Digimon with the breeding in the breeding area may digivolve into a level 6 or lower Chronicle. As long as it's Chronicle, you can digivolve without paying the cost. So this is one of those few cards that can let you digivolve in the breeding area without paying the cost while attacking, doing all of these things. It's a really nice thing to have. Second, when a security card is removed from the field, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -8,000. That's a really good ability to have. You may be popping things, making them weaker with that -8,000 and destroying them. I also should mention the inheritable. The inheritables, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effects, if this Digimon is Alphamon Ouryuken, by trashing your top security, it doesn't leave. It's almost like a pseudo barrier, but maybe even stronger because it protects you from just leaving in general. A nice thing to have because the Alphamon is an ace and you don't want to have that overflow take place. Next, 4 of the Ouryumon. It has piercing, naturally. On player, when digivolving, you de-digivolve 2 on one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, if you are attacking, again, if the Tamer will help you digivolve when attacking, one of your Digimon in the breeding area may digivolve into a level 6 or lower in your hand or trash without paying the cost. So if you have things in the trash, those can go all over to your breeding area and digivolve for free into that. All turns, when security stacks are removed from, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. So Alphamon -8s, Ouryumon just kills the lowest DP. Super solid thing to have. De-digivolving is also pretty nice and solid situation. And then the inheritable, once you go into Ouryuken, if this Digimon is Alphamon Ouryuken, trash your opponent's top security when attacking. So that could potentially end the game if your opponent's down to 1 security and you don't want to interact with it. You just trash it with the Ouryumon and it's over. You're on 2 Alphamon Ouryuken. This card you just got to pick up whenever you're searching in any point in the game. You got to get this card. You got to pick it up. It is important. Not the only way to win, but makes it so easy to win. You can blast DNA if you have an Alphamon or an Ouryumon to combine them and plop off when digivolving, which is when one of your opponent's Digimon gets -15k. That kills almost anything in the game until the end of their turn. Then if you're DNA digivolving, you trash your opponent's top security card and you also recover 1. Super powerful DNA digivolution. Then, when security stacks are removed from, you gain 3 memory. Super good. You can check things, keep your turn going, get all of that memory. But you want to pick that guy up. That's an important card. There's almost no room in this deck for much else other than the cards that we have in here. It would be really difficult to get anything else going. We have a Coda and Yuji. This can be picked up by any of your searches, which is really nice. Memory Setter. I run 3. Some people run 4. I feel that 3 is seen often enough. But maybe you want 4. Maybe you're not as lucky, I suppose. But its second ability. When one of your Chronicle trait Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Tamer, and one of your Digimon on the field may digivolve into a level 6 or lower within your hand with the cost reduced by 1. So almost like a blitz situation, you get to attack and digivolve for 1 cheaper with this Coda and Yuji, and you have a Memory Setter as well. Nice card. We have regular Yuji Musaya. When one of your Digimon with X antibody is taken out of your breeding area, you gain 1 memory and draw 1. Super solid situation. And then on your turn, one of your black Digimon with X antibody in its traits attacks. You may suspend this Tamer to place 1 X antibody in its traits from your hand under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. So we do have a situation in which you could place a card under. Ideally, this is probably going to be one of the DP boosts to attack for something stronger. But, I mean, there's other options. You could do that, right? Super good card. I run 1 Analog Youth. Just 1, not multiples. You are going to be trashing cards with it. You are looking for pieces sometimes, maybe your Alphamon. You don't necessarily want them in the trash unless, you know, there are some abilities that work off the trash, but ideally, you know, you don't want to have that happening all the time. But your Analog Youth, of course, does the Hatch Digi-Egg, gain 1 memory when you kill a level 5 or higher. When your own level 5 or higher Digimon is deleted, right? I like the search. I like the gaining memory, of course, and then hatching the Digi-Egg. Those things all helped hurry up the game. You're on 2 when attacking X antibodies. You attach this guy. You may attack with your Digimon and digivolve. There are some abilities here that only trigger when attacking. And if you don't have your Tamer, well, if you have the X antibody, you can digivolve. And so you can pull off some of these when digivolving, when attacking abilities with this X antibody. I was trying Protoform earlier, but I didn't really need it. Just simply for the fact that when you digivolve when attacking, you're already kind of doing something that you would probably be doing at the end of your turn anyway. You would attack. So the X antibody is just a better fit in my opinion. However, I could see people arguing for Protoform a little bit better, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, the X antibody when attacking. 3, Fellowship of Hope's Keepers. You'll notice that we only have 12 rookies, so its potential to break is there. But Fellowship of Hope's Keepers is not a bad turn 1 situation. You reveal 3, you add a Chronicle to your hand, but rest to the bottom of the deck, and then you put this on the field. When any of your when it's on the field, when any of your Chronicle trait Digimon are deleted, you can trigger the delay, which says by moving your level 3 or higher Chronicle Digimon from the breeding area to the battle area, it may digivolve into a Chronicle in your hand or trash without paying the cost. So this could be one of the situations where having something in the trash could pop off and help you digivolve into something stronger. This card's actually pretty good. It works really, really well in this deck. I was underestimating it. Some people even run it at 4. I'm at 3 right now. I haven't needed it that much. But when you can get one early instead of a rookie, it helps a lot in that place. In security, you may play 1 Chronicle trait card with a play cost of 5 or less from your hand, or trash without paying the cost, then place this card in the battle area. So it still gets to place itself, even off security. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Last, I run a Black Scramble. One of your black Digimon may digivolve into a black Digimon from your hand, with the cost reduced by 3, and then place this in the battle area. If your opponent has a Digimon, you get to delay, and then return 1 black Digimon card from your trash to your hand. You might just need 1. You might just be missing something. I mean, there's only 8 level 5s, 9 level 4s. You may need one of them. You might need to bring 1 back. And if you don't have a Digimon, you may play a black Digimon with 2,000 DP or less from the trash. That's okay. It can work really well. And then from security, you may play a black Digimon with 2,000 DP or less. That could be any of your small searchers, Ouryumon, Dorumon. Those are all work, right? So that is the deck. It is a pretty cool one to play with. Honestly, super fun. De-digivolving and controlling the board is really nice. That's what black cards do. And that's what Alphamons and Ouryumons do. Offense, defense, and a really strong combination of the two when you can get them to DNA, right? You got to pick up this card. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a like. Please give it a subscribe if you have not. And I appreciate you for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.